have this theory that everyone who smokes, the devil's lettuce, eventually will have adverse reactions. It's happened to every single person I know that would smoke every single day. And it's to a point where they can no longer smoke or else they'll have severe panic attacks. Happened to me, happened to a bunch of my friends.
All right, so I'm not sure how old the girl is in this video, but when you start smoking at a young age and then you smoke every single day, what happens is it interferes with your brain's development. And this can lower your IQ, it can increase the risk of psychosis, it can lead to more anxiety, and that's often manifested in the form of panic attacks. And like I said, I don't know how old this girl is, but you think that when you're young, you're invincible and you can get away with anything. When in actuality, this is the time that you probably should avoid smoking. And if you want to start, it's probably best to do it after your brain is formed, around 25, 26. Not saying that you should actually do that. All right, so let's say you did wait until 25, 26 to start using marijuana. What would this look like for you? What side effects would you experience? So you could experience all the side effects that somebody who uses marijuana would experience. So you could struggle with psychosis, you could struggle with your articulation, you could have brain fog, you could struggle with executive dysfunction. All of these things could be true. However, the advantage that you have over somebody who started at 12, 13 and smoked for 10 years straight is that the side effects that you experience are more so going to be in the short term. There are short-term side effects and you tend to bounce back faster and better than somebody who started early. So if you start at 25, 26 and you smoke on the weekends or you have edible every now and then or use it to help you sleep, but it's not something that you're overly reliant on, you will do better than the person who started at 12 and has been smoking every single day until their 30s. That type of history with marijuana over time is going to lower your IQ and a lot of the negative things that I spoke about in the earlier part of this video you would experience. But if you wait until your brain is formed, you do stand a better chance when it comes to the long-term side effects. You don't feel them as much. And I think that can be comforting for some people who they say that marijuana is always going to be a part of their life. And you can't force people to stop doing anything. And there are a lot of people who say that marijuana is a big part of their journey through this life. And I completely respect that as a healthcare provider and as somebody who, at one point in my life, I would say it was pretty helpful. And then I overdid it. And then I realized why the information that I read in the textbooks and the evidence-based information, why it's right. But yeah, this is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge anybody over here. We just provide people with the facts. And once you have the facts, it puts you in a position to advocate for yourself and to do what's best for you and for your family. So yeah, if you do start later in life when it comes to cannabis use, you won't suffer the long-term side effects as much. So I say all this to say that if you're a youth, if you're a teen, if you're somebody in those formative years of your life and your brain is developing, do your best to stay away from marijuana, from the edibles, from the vape pens. Do your best to stay away if you can. And if you want to make it something that's a big part of your life and you want to start after your brain is formed, okay, we can do that. But while you're a teenager, please, please, please avoid it as best as you can.